And Kenny moments later became one of the few non-crew members to see the top secret keel. Now we would assume no longer secret. And joining us on board, Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton. How you doing?
Well, doing fine. How are you?
I'm fine. What'd you see down there?
I can't tell. It's a secret. I mean, just because I saw it, I mean, you don't expect me to just come right out from it. Give me a day or so.
And I heard they actually let you steer this thing?
They did. I actually steered for about, I'm not sure if that's the proper nautical term, but it's the only one I know either.
Yeah.
For about 10 minutes.
Well, I didn't say drive it. That's what I wanted to say, too. Dolly, I know you're not here for the cup races, but I mean, any interest at all in sailing? Why didn't you go out on it?
Well, I couldn't go out because of all this hair. I was afraid that there I'd be with my hair blowing in the wind and Kenny too busy to run after it. I stayed at home. And I'm going to watch it on television. But I'm enjoying watching. I love all the excitement. Everybody seems to be in such a high spirit, and I'm really glad to be part of that great energy.
Why'd you two get back together now, and why Australia?
We don't know.
Actually, you know what happens is I think we enjoy working together, first of all. And both of us have been down here and done well by ourselves down here. And we just, it's always been both of our theories that occasionally you have to put something back into the industry. So to come down together, it becomes more of an event. And I think something for the people of Australia that they don't get, obviously, if I come by myself or she comes by herself.
And plus, Kenny's taking some great pictures while he's down here.
Well, I know that. You're doing another collection of photographs, right? What do you find particularly fascinating down here?
Well, down here, I haven't had a chance to really shoot. We've only been here 2 days. But there are some beautiful places here. One of the reasons that I wanted to come down and work the schedule we're working, which has 3 and 4 days off at a time, is to go to some of the outback and try and shoot some stuff. I hope I get to do that.
Give me some generalizations, if you will, about differences between the audiences you find here and those you find back home. Are there some songs that travel well and others that don't?
I think, especially here, the people, as far as my fans go, they really like the older country songs that I've done, but they seem to be similar to the audiences that we have at home as far as my people are concerned. They're very excited, and they really listen very close. They're not as rowdy as, say, Texas people or some of the people that, that really just get into it, because we speak with a little different accent. They're more attentive, and I know they're quieter, more reserved.
You speak with an accent?
Well, but you know what I mean.
They have a tendency between songs. It's like the Japanese, in a sense, where they clap and then they stop because they want to hear what you're saying. And what it does is it does jar your rhythm sometimes because you're used to applause carrying you to the next song. But it's easy to intellectualize, but it's really tough emotionally when you're trying to get a rhythm going.
Sure, they have their own country music down here. They call it bush music. Now, you're familiar with it?
I'm familiar with it, but haven't really heard much of it.
Does it sound very much like yours? I mean, to your ear?
I haven't actually heard it. I'm just familiar with the fact that it exists down here. We have some people who are on this tour have made it a point to say they are going to expose us to this because it sounds interesting to me.
Dolly, I can't let this pass without noting that Stars and Stripes has unveiled a new spinnaker down here, a new sail, and named it Dolly. Yes. How does that strike you?
Well, I was complimented. I mean, it's like if anything I can do to help, anything I can do to help. I told them not to toss the sail out because I need a good halter top when the race is over.
They gave us their reasons for calling it Dolly. Why do you think they called it Dolly?
Well, it is America's Cup, ain't it?
Not a bad idea. And I'm not going to let the moment pass without noting that you didn't tell me this, and you didn't say it so that it makes it over air. But you gave a donation to the folks on Stars and Stripes, and they could use the money.
Well, they can't. It's funny because we were talking to them today, and they're about $2.7 million away from their needs. And I think if people at home had any interest in this, and I must tell you, if you're down here and feel the energy, it's something you should get involved in. And a little bit from a lot of people goes a long way.
Yeah, there's a lot of bucks involved, but there's still a couple of dollars short of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we'll let you go because I know you.
Get me out of this wind before I just blow my whole image.
It's not that bad, I promise. Dolly, Kenny, good luck. Okay,
Thank you.
Travel safe. We'll come back in just a moment. There's more ahead from Australia and New York right after this.